אמרתי?
הסיפור שלך על עמוד של החזן. צריך הבן.
לא, זה כן, יפתור לי.
remember today is Rosh Chodesh, and we also start saying the same Talmud of the Bracha. So on Shmoneh we have to remember to say the same Talmud of the Bracha, Yal Yahweh, and Al Yisrael. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech avisin Eli Avraham leisach liyankev V'lagod lagivan neder L'olim gimchasal Tim kanakav Zechas Davis Umevi Gilif Nevnei Mach Mebi Ava Malach Ezer Mashiach Mogen Baruch atah Adonai Mogen Avraham Atah Giber Le'lam Adonai Mechai Mesim Atah Rav L'Yishia Mashi Baruch Meir HaGeshem Mechapel Chaim Mechesed Chai Mesim Rachim Ravim Semech Neflim Refechil Umat Rasam Mechai Munasal L'Sheni Afar Micha Mecha Baal Kvushim Midei Melach Umalach Mesim Chai Matzmech Yeshua B'nem Anat Elahach Yes Mesim Baruch atah Adonai Mechaye HaMesim Tnei המשיח תתאפק קדוש המשל שלך קדוש הכל סביה נביאך וקרוזל זה ויאמר קודש 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 את מצווה לכל הארץ כבד אלומוס המשאבתם ויאמרים ברוך ודאתם מכם יקד שלך חסוב לימד לדין ודין הללויה את הקודש ושמך קודש קודש ומחלקים יעלו חסל ברוך אתה אדינוי האל הקודש את הכנין למדס ומלם לשבין חנים מתחוכך מן המודס ברוך אתה אדינוי אילן הדועס השיבנו בינו לסיר סך וקבינו מכן לא בדסך ואחזין בשוב השם לפניך ברוך אתה אדינוי הרצה בששובה סלח לנו בינו כי חטאנו מחיל לנו מאחינו כי פשענו כי אותי בבשלך ברוך אתה אדינוי Anan amar b'dus loyach Ve'ina v'anyenu v'ribinu V'linu v'hil man shmecha Kiel gel chadachata Baruch atah Adonai Gayel Yisrael Refoin Adonai Menirafi Shirim Dimashter Kisus Senot Amar Rechon Foshem Chol Maksim Gil Moch Refinim Rachnat Baruch atah Adonai Reifei Chayli Am Yisrael Baruch Aleinu Adonai Aleinu Atzatan Azei Beis Chol Minis V'osach Hativ V'sein Talamot L'bracha P'nei Adam V'savinu Mituvach Baruch Shnosenu K'tanu Martev Z'bracha כי אלתר ומצוות מברך השונים, ברוך אתה אדינוי מברך השונים גם שבגודל לכנו סנו וסונס וקבץ גלוי סנו גם סנו יחד מראה וקנפס שלנו ברוך אתה אדינוי קבץ נתחי עם ישראל שיבה שבתני כבר ישתנו ויעצנו כבר תחילו וסמן יגדם אנחנו נכנו עתה בני לבד חוס חסד ברח מצדק ומשפט ברוך אתה אדינוי מלאכים צדק ומשפט ולמה עושים אל תסיק ובכל מיני חוזרים כרגע בית החולים ים חמיר כסם אחרי Mesach Shabbos Magid, Mesach Nia v'Mivim, Baruch atah Adonai. Shem v'Reivim Machnei Hasedim. Ala Tzadikim, Ala Chasidim, Al Tzidnei Amcha Beisam Al Pedas Beisam Pnei Mager Eser V'Linu Yamun Aracham Achalim Not. Tzodem Chol Beisam Mashach Meves. V'Simcha Kinu Chogim L'Nefesh K'B'Chavot Acham Baruch atah Adonai. Mishan L'Mifrach LaTzadikim. V'Shleim Mincha B'Racham Tosh. V'Sisham Tzidach HaKash V'Badu. V'Chizit Dav Yavcham Yitzchak. Achni Yitzhak V'Karim V'Yeminu B'Nyan Eilam Baruch atah Adonai. ירושלים אסתמך דוד דוד חמם ססנך כאן נתם שסח כאילו שסחח מן חיים ברוך אתה אדינוי מצמיח כאן ישוע מאכילנו אני נודנו ברוך אנחנו נקבל אנחנו נצנס וזנו כאילו שמצו וסח ממתו ונחנו תנהג על תשבינו כי את שמי התפילת כל פה ברוך אתה אדינוי שמי התפילה זה אני נודנו מאחוי סול סלסן שבא שבת וסגיר בסך ושיסול סלסן נפסה ברוך נסירות תמידה ודעת סלם מאחה אלוהינו ולייבסינו ויאל Ravino, Sabin, Shama, Public Zach, Nina, Nabasino, Mashiach, Madame Lavdak, Shama, Kajaka, Klam, Sabah, Nakhl, Khadim, Shalim, Biyem, Reshach, Shazat, Zakhrein, Nino, Belateva, Abdeno, Beli Bracha, Yaino, Bel, Chaim, Tevim, وبالفعل شوف راقم خصوصا راقم وشنا راقم نينو كلين ملقان راقم ما تفسخذن نينو شوف راقم من بركتان النوي ما غازيش الناس اللي تسيي بينما نحن Bamrach in place, I'm Hasdach, I'll give you, I'm feeling that Nisim, I'll pork, and I'll push, I'll show you, I'll show you, ביום מזמן הזה, בימים מצליח בניחים לכם גדול לך שמיני ובלם כשם נמח שם נשלם חסוד להשכיחם תשכל אבינו מחוקות סנכם ואתם ולכם אחרם מתלם מסרסם נעתוסים נעתוסים לקם נסמסם מסעת תקבים נעת חלושם רב מיד מעטים בידתנו משם בידתקים וזדים יד שכל חוסיס שם גדול וקוש בלמחו מלאם חצול סידות שור דלבקם קיים הזה ואחר כך בואו ונח לדבר בשכל בינו שכל לך ותיאר סנכם שכל וליקוס נעש בחס שכל וכובע שמח שמח חנוכה אלו להיד בכלל שמחה והכל מספר וסים סנאצי שימה חמכים תמלין בת בכל החיים יתוך הסלע ויהלו שמחה גדול גם כתב ולג'וסים וסים סלע אלותי ברוך אתה אדוננו חטאים שימה כל נולדה שים שולם דבר חיים כן חסד ברח לנו חסלם ואחר בחידם ונגלון כך בבנח גיבם בנח חסלם אדוננו לנו תרס חיים יאבס חסד וצדוק וברח וברח לחיים שום תבנח וברח חסלם חסרול וכל יצחו שבר שלמך ברוך אתה אדוננו וברך חסם ישראל בשולם Skadal viskada shmirabo Alma divrach edus vi alma khos vi yas khosam kan mishikhay ayekh me met khayr khavish isra vaqt ma toym amen eish miram barqon mais barqita baqis bevisim nisnase visador visalla visalosh mikush bricht bu ela min kol barqasa vishiraz shukhat lakhmas da men amen skab sen bosen khavish isra kan ma ben mishmay amen eish samra min shmay khaym tem ma khavish amen Eis shalom im leben wir shalom ma ko Israel wir amen
Recording in progress.
And welcome everybody to the International Hanukkah Live Tufshin Pei Beis 5782 from 770 Beis Rabbeinu, Beis Moshiach, Beis Rabbeinu Shebebobel. We are going all across the globe to celebrate the greatest and largest presuming Nisa ever, starting right here and right now. We ask all the boys and girls to take their seats as we're about to begin the youth-based Psukim U'Maimori Razal. As a young boy growing up here in Crown Heights, we always look forward to Hanukkah Live. I was a young boy, Tufshin Nun, Aleph and on Beis. For a young boy going to Lubavitch Yeshiva living here in Crown Heights, Hanukkah Live was one of the highlights of our year. But you children, you have to understand there was a time that there were no Zoom international Fabrengens. And if you lived here in Crown Heights, all you saw was people from Crown Heights. You saw some shluchim, but you did not see children from around the world. The only time a child in Crown Heights got to see children from around the world was Hanukkah Live. We saw children in Australia, we saw children in Eretz Yisrael and France. It was a very, very exciting thing. You saw all the equipment outside. It was a very, very exciting day here in Crown Heights. For me, it was also extra special because I have an uncle that he lives in Hong Kong in China. Growing up, I heard that he lives there. I never saw him. I never saw his Chabad house or his family. The first time that we got to see my uncle in action was actually on Hanukkah Live. That was the only time I was able to see Chabad of Hong Kong, China. But now, Baruch Hashem, we're able to gather together. And I want you to know, as children, we always knew that the greatest smiles and nachas and excitement that we saw by the Rebbe was Hanukkah Live. When he would sing Hanedes Halalu, the Rebbe's face was beaming and the Rebbe's waving his hands. And especially when Russia would come on the screen, you have to understand that until then, there was the Iron Curtain. And nobody in Russia could serve the Eibishter in a revealed way. And I remember sitting right here. And when Russia, Moscow came on the screen, lighting the menorah in Moscow, by the Rebbe was a tremendous, tremendous nachas. A big kibush that Baruch Hashem, the world is ready for the Geula. And there's no question that the Pirsumei Nisa that's taking place in Tufshin Pei Beis is going to be mashlim and bring the world to the ultimate perfection, the ultimate revelation, the ultimate giloi, the ultimate and final isgalus of our Rebbe as Melech HaMashiach. We are going to be saying the youth-based psukim and Morei Razal from around the world, but we start right here in Crown Heights in 770 with a girl whose Yom Haledes is actually today, which Kana Mokim Loider, a Mitzvah Yom Haledes, that everybody should celebrate. B'roiv Pe'er B'hoder, make parades and parties and getting all your communities involved in the Rebbe's Mitzvah Yom Haledes. So we're going to be starting with a girl in Shivas Hashem, Chaya Mushke Kratz from Kashiva Hashem es Abracha, whose birthday is today. Everyone, Kaira Tziva, word postic by postic, word by word. For the posting of Shema Yisrael, we will start again right here in Crown Heights. We have with us a young Chayil in Sivas Hashem, goes to Holy Torah, Holy Menachem, Hata Chayil Meir Batnik. Shema Yisrael. Excellent. And now we know that 770 is the same gematria as the word poratsta, which means spread forth, break through all the boundaries. Ufaratsta yoma v'kedma tzafayna v'nekba, north, south, east, and west. We are now going to go across the Atlantic Ocean, and we're going to be now you know that it's live. We're going to be joining London, England, the community, the Lubavitch community in Gold's Green, London, where we have two special Chayolis, two special soldiers in the Rebbe's army. We have with us Tzivi Simon and Sarla Pink from the wonderful, wonderful country of England, London, England. We ask them to join us and say the pasuk of the Chol Dur Vadur.
Stop it, louder, stop it.
We'll do this one more time. Tasmania. We have with us a very, very special Chayil from Tasmania, Shalom Gordon, who's going to be leading us in the pasuk of Kol Yisrael. Everyone, your attention to Tasmania, to Shalom Gordon.
Okay, and moving on to Al.
Rabbi lives here. Is Shalom Gordon there?
Can you hear us?
Yes.
Okay, Kol Yisrael.
Oh, Melbourne. Yisrael! And we are going to South America, to one of the wonderful countries in South America, the beautiful Quihila in Argentina. The capital of Argentina, the main city where most Anash live, is Buenos Aires, Argentina. And we have with us a very special Chayil even though they speak in Spanish, but they are able to communicate in Lashon Kodesh, the pasuk of Kikarev, Achayol in Sivas Hashem, Sholem Doikber Deitch. Argentina on the screen, everyone from around the world, join along as we are led in the pasuk of Kikarev from Argentina. We see you, Argentina. They are 2 hours ahead of us in Argentina, and we are getting them live on the line.
That's right, yeah. They don't hit each other.
ahí está.
כאן
בארגנטינה מחתירים את הרבי מלך המשיח, אומרים את הפוסק ניקולו וילך. דale, sale.
Argentina, from South America, we go all the way to South Africa. We have with us for the Pasuk V'hine Hashem a very, very special chayil, Shnei Ruddle in South Africa. I want to tell you an amazing story about the emunah of the Hasidim in South Africa, which we can all learn a lesson from. There was a certain time in South Africa where there seemed to be a very, very big danger for all the Yidden, and all the Yidden started leaving South Africa. And the Chassidim, the Shluchim, wrote to the Rebbe, should we leave with the rest of the Yidden? And the Rebbe said, no, everyone should stay, and it's going to be rebuilt, don't leave. And everyone said, it's crazy, pikuach nefesh, how can you stay? But the Chassidim in South Africa had such a emunah and bitochen, the Shluchim stayed, and that's what kept Yiddishkeit going, and it turned over to a center of light. From South Africa, Earth is going to the entire world. As a matter of fact, the whole Shabbos, that the world keeps Shabbos together, I think is inspired by Rabbanim in South Africa. So the Rebbe's Hira and the emunah of the Chassidim, which we could all learn how to be mechazik our own emunah, even when it looks so difficult, we can learn from South Africa. So we have with us a chayil, Shnei Ruddle, in Johannesburg, South Africa. There are two great cities in South Africa. Johannesburg is one of them, and we have Shnei Ruddle from South Africa to lead us in the pasuk of V'hine Hashem. Right there by the dreidel, by the warehouse, by the Happy Hanukkah in Johannesburg. Are you ready for us, Schneier? We don't hear you yet. There you see him. You want to know what time it is in South Africa? It is right now almost 10 o'clock at night in South Africa. The pasuk of V'hine Hashem.
I need some.
Hashem, Lisa, Allah, Umlai, Chal, Haaretz, Vaidai, Umabit, Allah, Uvaychei, Layais, Valei, Iri, Abdai, Barai. A round of applause for Johannesburg, South Africa. And now we move once again to the southern border of the United States, to the country of Mexico, where we have two sisters, both soldiers in the Rebbe's army, shluchos of the Rebbe. We have Leah Soda Zecharia and Tahali Zecharia, two sisters on Shlichus in Mexico that are going to be leading us in the pasuk of Bereshis Bar Elikim, because this is the pasuk that everyone said by Farengen. How do Yiddish children know that the world exists? Not because what we see with our eyes, because the Torah says Bereshis Bar Elikim, Eis HaShamayim ve'Eis HaOretz. So we ask everyone to join us as the sisters from Mexico will be leading us in the pasuk of Bereshis Bara Elohim. Mexico. Bereshis. And they got a brother. Okay. Bara Elohim. Eis Shamayim. Thank you so much, Kodama, from Mexico. And we know that 770 is Paratza, but it's also the same gematria as the word Surfas, which is this country of France. And the Rebbe said about the country of France that the Alter Rebbe was afraid of what would happen if the French would win the war. But through the work of our holy Rabbeim, as we get closer to Mashiach, and the Rebbe was in France, we're able to elevate the country of France. The capital of France is the famous city of Paris. And we have with us from Paris, France, another wonderful soldier in the Rebbe's army, Shilou Turgeman from Paris, France, is going to be leading us in the pasuk of Vishinantam Levanecha. Everybody, your attention to the screens as we travel to France. 1, 2, 3. Paris, France. Let's lead us in Vishinanta. One, two, and three. Vishinanta! Levanecha! Etibarka! Veshivtecha! And now we are ready for the pasuk of Yagaiti, which on a very personal note, Yagaiti is a very, very special pasuk because it tells us that there are no excuses. Don't say you didn't, you tried and you were not successful. That doesn't work. You try and you work hard, you're going to be Matzliach. And to me, it's also very special because if you go to Rebbe Drive and you look at Hanukkah Live, Tafshin Nun Aleph, which little boy they called up to this very podium to say the pasuk of Yagaiti all over the world, it was me, just a little younger, a little probably more able without a beard, but standing in this podium, we said Yagaiti to the entire world. So now we have the two sisters, Lias. We have Mushka Zoyar and Lechki Zoyar to lead us in the Pasuk of Yagaiti. 1, 2, 3. We now go and travel to the land that Eini Hashem Elokecha Bo Mereishis Hashana Ad Achris Shana. To the holy land of Eretz HaKodesh, we are traveling to Artseinu HaKdosha, and in Artseinu HaKdosha, we are traveling to Yerushalayim Ir HaKodesh. Now there is a place in Yerushalayim Ir HaKodesh that each and every one of you are living. Because every child in this room, I am 100% sure, they have a letter in the Children's Sefer Torah. If you don't yet have a letter, if you know a child in the world that doesn't have a letter, please register them at kidstorah.org. Every child should be registered in the Children's Sefer Torah. Now, after they finish every Sefer Torah, you know where those Sifrei Torah are placed? The Rebbe said they should be in the Tzemach Tzedek Shul in Yerushalayim. So the Sefer Torah that has my letter and the Sefer Torah that has your letter are both in the Tzemach Tzedek Shul in Yerushalayim. So it's a place that's ma'achid millions of Yiddish Kindler because they finished 7 Sifrei Torah. And now we have in the Tzemach Tzedek Shul 2 brothers, Sholem Doiber Oiden and Baruch Yeshaya Peretz Oiden, who are going to be leading us. It's 9:30 at night from the Tzemach Tzedek, 10:30 at night, in 10 o'clock the Tzemach Tzedek Shul in Yerushalayim with the Pasuk of the Ahavta, which is Abbas Yisrael gathering all the children together. Echad, Shtayim, Shalosh. And now we know that in Eretz Yisrael there's a place each and every one of us are descendants of Avram, Yitzchak, and Yaakov. And the place where all our Abbas and the Imais of Klal Yisrael, every single Yid, is in the holy city of Hebron. And right next to the Ma'aras HaMachpelah, we have with us a very, very special soldier of the Rebbe, בחיילות בציבס השם, שלוחה של הרבי, דבוירה ליה נחשן ישר ממערת המכפלה. Everyone see the menorah on top of the Ma'aras HaMachpelah shining to the entire world. 1, 2, 3, הפוסק וזה. וזה. כל אדם. וסחליף. בריאתו. Glorious, Glorious, excellent. And now we return to the center of gravity, the center Shemimenu Yoitze Oira L'chol Ha'olam. From here, the Rebbe, the Mord and the Ar goes out to the entire world. The Pasuk of Yismach Yisrael, we have a very special Chayil in Zivas Hashem, Chayil Sadya Liberov. We ask to please join us here to say the Pasuk of Yismach Yisrael Ba'oisov. Now we ask all the children to rise and salute as we turn to our Melech, the Rebbe Melech HaMashiach, and we're going to follow the lead of our special soldier as he leads us in Yechi on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. If you want to see the way the world is ready for Mashiach, if someone would tell you that there would be a public menorah lighting in a Muslim country of Dubai even a couple of years ago, you would say you're dreaming. It can't be. In our times, you're about to witness with your own eyes, everyone, your attention to the screen, as we witness a miracle in our time, the adlaka of a menorah in the country of Dubai. Dubai, a round of applause for Dubai. And now we ask everybody to pay attention to the message being sent to us by the Commander-in-Chief, the Rebbe, the Chief of Tzivos Hashem. The Rebbe has a message for each and every one of us for the days of Hanukkah. We ask everyone to please bring your attention to the front. as we hear a message from our Rebbe for the Yom Tov of Hanukkah.
In de tijd van Hanukkah was voor die tijd met een keer natuurlijk in de die oude tijd jeder Tag voor de ganze jaar und so sieht das nach dem Licht in der Saat von der mit so einer Elohim macht nicht herum sich mit Tätigkeit und das macht die Lichtig in Arabien weg. Nicht nur der, was Symptom der Lichtung und die Lichtigkeit von der Welt, von der Welt ist alles so, und sie, was von Geld aussieht, und voll Schnee. Sie, was von der Gefühlen wenigstens, und der selben Mord. Und das sie, was eine Sekunde nach wieder Norden.
Listening, we're going to be getting tickets for the raffles.
Der Serding, der Lichtige, scheinende Lichte war, bleiben sie noch oder der nächste Konstruieren, also sie, was Agi, was noch mehr Lichtig gemacht in der Welt, was ihnen gesorgt in den Space-Zünden mal Monika sah, denn ich war und ich mache Hawaii, der Meister, aber ich breche der Wien und ich soll der Ewigste und dann beginnt nach Stichels, aber macht nicht mit in der ewigsten Welt und dort breche tegen der ich mache Hawaii, der Meister, aber der Ewigste breche und seine Schmuck und seine Tor und nur seine Stichel. Dat de aarde wel nog lichtiger aktiver, levens worden betachtig, die het echt zo gezond, und noch lernen, die wordt nog eingebied, also toekommen nog Assar kinderlijk, kinderlijk de Pieter, kinderlijk de Nederland afweten, als ik zal levens lernen, einzeln lernen kennen, die konnen zijn. De ganze Lebendigkeit und mit der ganzen Liebschaft, was nicht was nach Krieg, wie die Töchter gesagt, der 18. Jahre von Leben. Gott sei bei Tiere, hat das die Frau Gott und beim Krieg wenig Schmutz, bekam der Rabe und Masecho, da noch ein Lächer im Verwurf von den ganzen Tag. Da ruft ihn, wie mit das gut mit dem Zauberscher, und verwendigen, jede Spieler, in der letzte Spieler von dort, und das ist vieles alles, mit so einem Achter, die in jedem Schmerz, ich will schon im Essen von Löcher, und das schließt er sich heim, die Verkoschen an den Lebischen, und Lebischen sind da noch eine Mauer, als Gott in Kirchen, der Kultur, die Verkoschen und Spiele, an jeder von allen, jeder Lied, nur noch der Gefühle, was wir in so vielen alle kommen tradieren, dass jeder von sich, jeden Schmerzer, und jetzt will ich schon den Rest von Merker, in den Becher nicht nur, was Gott in sich in die Büchle, als Messias mit Keino, die kommen an mich,
One of the messages that the Rebbe speaks many times by the Hanukkah Live is reminding us that when you see that the whole world is united together, the action that you do here has an effect in the entire world. Never underestimate your one single action, the effect that can have in 1 second on the entire world. Like the Rambam says, that the world is like an equal scale. And one little Maisa could be Mahapik, could tip the scale for Geula for the entire world. This is the heart of the Rebbe's army, Crown Heights. And now we're going to see a video of the hands and feet of the Rebbe's army, the Shluchim, a few of the many tens and thousands of Hadlokes from around the world. Now a short video of some of the different Hadlokes from around the world. Everyone, your attention to the screen for an amazing 3-minute video. We're going to start with Adlaka in Johannesburg, South Africa. Everyone listen in as we light the grand dreidel menorah. Everyone ever see a dreidel menorah in Johannesburg, South Africa? South Africa, we are live.
Hello, Rabbi.
We have all 8 branches. 8 is the number of Geula. You are witnessing the light of Geula being lit in the entire world. One of the candles represents another day of creation, and the 8th candle is the HaGeula. We're about to bring the light of Geula into the world. We brought it in South Africa, and now we go to the Tzemach Tzedek Shul in Yerushalayim Ira Kodesh, as they're going to be bringing the HaGeula from Yerushalayim, and Mir Hashem bring us all back to Yerushalayim as they light the 8 candles in the Tzemach Tzedek. With the name Tzemach Tzedek is the names of Mashiach Tzedkenu. So it's Mashiach City and Mashiach Shul, bringing the earth of Mashiach to the entire world. The Tzemach Tzedek Shul going live as they light the menorah. We ask everyone to make a mezoines, a bracha, when they eat their donuts of Hanukkah in the Rebbe's Shul. הדלקת נרות של מנורת הגאולה בבית כנסת צמח צדק.
אנחנו מזמינים את התומר שניאור זלמן אוריאן הכהן, שמזמח איתם זמנים את כל קדושת אדוננו ורבינו שליטה, מלך המשיח.
Get more than you ask for here. Amen. Amen. Asher koyach b'chas koyanim. This is the Yom Tov of Kohanim, not the Shio Yechanan Kohen Gadol. Now the brachos. As he's lighting the menorah, we'll sing Utsu Eitza V'Sufar, anything, any machshavas anyone has, every slave was there, Yisrael will be distracted. Attention to the screen, to the video of other hadlokos from around the world. Right here, the Talucha to Manhattan, the tank parade. 120 years of the Rebbe's birthday. And we know that the Rebbe turned over Mahapif Denigan Al-Deres Ve'emuna that was quite, the Rebbe was koivish Sarpas with the Nigan Al-Deres Ve'emuna. So while they light the menorah and Sarpas, we are going to be seeking Al-Deres Ve'emuna. First let them make the bracha. Rabbi Turjaman Paris, Adlakat Neot.
Allez-y. Allez-y.
The light of Moshiach from Paris, France. בבקשה להתחיל עכשיו בצרפת. This is the house where the Rebbe was in Tovshin Zion. This is where the Adlok is from the house where the Rebbe was in Tovshin Zion. Chasidei Chabad Lubavitch in the city of Tzvas Ir HaKodesh. Now we're going to be having the Adlokas Neidos in Tzvas Ir HaKodesh. Everyone, your attention as we are joined by the Chasidim in Tzvas Ir HaKodesh.
זה המצלמה של זה? של המסך? אז למה זה מצלם? זה עושה כאילו פלאש באמצע, מצלם.
This is Beis Knesset Levi Yitzchak al Shem the Rebbe's father in the Kiryas Chabad Tzvas Ir HaKodesh. בבקשה להתחיל ההדלקה. Rosh of the Tankin, Tzivot Hashem, Rav David Nachshon. מביא אור הגאולה של השמונה נרות לכל העולם. Shabbos Neiris and Bidliku Neiris B'chatzis T'chech HaMamesh here in the Beis HaMikdash, Beis Ravenu Shebebobel. One final adlaka in Melbourne, Australia. The Rebbe said, told Rabbi Mrs. Gorelik that before Mashiach comes, he's either going to come through Melbourne or Italy. Bring Yidden to Eretz HaKodesh. So we're going to bring the Ur HaGeula from Melbourne, Australia. Again, as they bring the Ur, the 8 lights, the Ur HaGeula is bringing to the world from all corners of the world.
And welcome, although we are not staying focused because we are ahead of everybody else. And for us it is important. Nonetheless, we're going to be lighting as soon as they come. Keep spreading the light. And we would like to ask Metro to roll it the tremendous of all our citizens of Valley like today.
Round of applause for Melbourne, Australia. Now we're going to be calling up Rabbi Pape, who's also an editor of the Mashiach Times, part of Tzivos Hashem, to give over the message of the Rebbe for Hanukkah to the entire world. Rabbi David Shalom Pape. I receive Zayd's emails every Erev Shabbos.
Afreidach Hanukkah, boys and girls. Hanukkah is the festival of light. Torah is light, and mitzvahs are candles. And we celebrate the incredible victory of the Jewish people over that nation that wish to put out the light of Torah and put out the light of mitzvahs by lighting the menorah. Everybody loves lighting the menorah. The first night, remember, when we lit the first candle, how beautiful it was, how exciting it was, and how happy we were. Latkes and Hanukkah geld. And then came the second night. We couldn't light one candle again. We already did that. We had to do more. And then the third night, even 2 candles wasn't enough. We had to light 3, and so on. Each night, adding in the number of candles. And this is a fundamental lesson of Hanukkah to all of us, that every boy and girl, grown-up, man and woman, constantly has to be like a menorah, adding a candle, adding in Torah, doing more and doing better. When the Rebbe, Melech HaMashiach, took on the leadership, the Nesius of Chabad, he told us in the very first mimer, Bossi Lagani, that our generation has a special mission, which is to bring Mashiach. And just like Hanukkah is the festival that we celebrate with oil, and oil saturates everything. Whenever you put oil on, it seeps through and through. So we have to be saturated with this awareness of the coming of Mashiach that the Rebbe has imbued within us. That this is the last generation of Golus and the first generation of Geula. In fact, everybody here has played dreidel. Do you know what letters there are on the dreidel? Mes, Gadol, Haya, Sham, Nun, Gimel, Hey, Shin. Add up the numbers. Nun is 50, Gimel is 3, that's 53. Hey is 5, what are we up to? 58. Shin is 300. 358 is the gematria of what? Mashiach. So the lesson for us is that whenever we find ourselves together with another Jewish person, a boy with a boy, a girl with a girl, or even with our neighbors, we have to let them know that Mashiach is so close, he's right at the door, and the door is going to open in a second, and he's going to come right in and take us all on clouds of glory to Yerushalayim, and the Beis Hamikdash is going to come down, and we'll see Aaron HaKohen together with Moshe Rabbeinu, and Aaron HaKohen will light the menorah in the Beis Hamikdash Hashlishi. B'meira b'yameinu, take it from Megad Mamish.
Amen. And now everybody stand up as we get ready to meet Likunenos in the Beis Hamikdash, Beis Rabbeinu Shebabavel, the Oil of Mashiach from Beis Mashiach, and I will bring Bias HaMashiach. We have with us Hatomim, Shnei Zalman Goldstein, Kitaches of the United Lubavitch Yeshiva Crown Street, that will be leading us in the brachos and the adlokah. After the adlokah, it'll be the raffles. geld will be given out by the door as you leave. It always gives Hanukkah geld. And now we're going to have the raffles for the very special prizes. Everyone check your tickets because we're going to be having a raffle now. I have the raffle tickets, I will pick the raffle. Okay, if you have these numbers, you're going to say Hanukkah live. On the count of 3. 3, 5, 0, 9, 1, 4. 350914. 350914. I'm not sure what to do if one of the girls has a ticket. I want you to look at their tickets. We're going to be taking the next raffle. You have it, say Moshiach now. 3, 350-341. Okay, one more. 349-970. 349-970.